Hi, I'm Danny Patterson, Vice President for Ensign Energy Services. Hand and finger injuries have been prevalent in our industry throughout its history. With innovation in hydraulics and automation, there has been a lot of progress toward reducing these injuries, but we still have a lot of work to do. For example, in 2017, 40% of the recordable injuries in shell unconventional wells were to hands and fingers, and the most common cause of these injuries was hand placement. So how do we keep our hands out of the line of fire? Over the last year, we've been on a journey with Shell, striving towards a hands-free work environment, implementing and improving a series of tools that allows our employees to transform hands-on activities to hands-off. When Shell first approached our team with the idea of using hands-off tools, I have to say that I was a doubter. I thought it's something we had tried in the past or looked at in the past and it never seemed to work. We agreed to do it as long as our employees didn't feel that we were trying to do anything unsafe. But not only did they not feel unsafe, they actually embraced it and ran with it. And they made it work without any drop in their performance.
Our journey out here really started with some generic pipe handling tools that we had. We sent them to the rig floor, the crews put them to work. It didn't take long for their ingenuity to take over and start making recommendations to us on how they could improve them to be more fit for purpose. Through the help of our uncapped coaches, we were able to reach out to a manufacturer. Some of the tools were calibrated to be more fit for purpose, and the manufacturer also introduced us to some other tools that we weren't aware of.
One thing I want to make sure that everybody understands is that these two rigs took ownership of this project and they made it happen. It had nothing to do with the office, it had nothing to do with anybody outside. The crews on these two rigs decided this was going to work and they made it work. And now we're pushing it out to our entire division. So now let's take a look at these tools.
First off, we have the push-pull stick.
Also known as a shove it.
Use it to push, use it to pull.
When it first come out, it was a Y only, and they expanded it where you got the hook.
You can use it whenever you got a stab pipe. When the pipe comes up, you grab it with the forks and the V, and you push it over to the stump. When we're making up BHA, we'll use it to shove it in the roughneck. Other than that, I mean, it unlatches the elevators good whenever they're above your head. But the problem that we was having is when you pushed it over, with him coming down, it was still floating. So we was having to have another person on the other side push against you trying to stab them.
It was kind of a hassle, but the pipe was kind of running away from him. You could push it, but you couldn't get it back in the stump. So it took another person from the opposite side to stab it.
So we talked to the company man, and they said that they would work with us, and if we could think of somehow it'd make it easier on us. They got us a new technique. It grips the pipe too.
This is the grip it tool.
And whenever you go, the pipe comes up, you just cinch it, and you got one person stabbing it. Works really good. This is my favorite. I'm gonna call it the casing roller.
Like I say, we used the push-pull sticks before. It's kind of a hassle.
It took 2 people down there to roll casing. So you have a 5-man crew. You can't always have 2 people rolling casing because there's other stuff going on.
Casing roller works a whole lot better. Like I said, you're able to straighten the pipe up. You're able to stop the pipe. You're able to shoot it on the catwalk and snatch it out.
There's several different sizes to this tool. It depends on the size of the casing.
This is probably my favorite tool there.
It's my favorite tool too.
This is the hold it tool, hand safety hold it tool. I call it the pin holder.
It's a pretty good tool. We use it a lot. As you can tell, this one's beat up. It works really good. You kind of back out the pin a little bit, twist the handle. You go left, it loosens it. You go right, it tightens it. And you put it around the pin, and then whenever you go to hit it, you're catching it.
This eliminates you getting your hands mashed and from dropping the pin if you're working at heights.
I'm quite proud of our leaders in the field and the progress we've made so far. I hope our journey to hands-free working will inspire others to take on the challenge, because it does work, it does keep people out of the line of fire. We are protecting their fingers, their hands, And we know that we can have the same success on all of our rigs that we had with Shell and keep all of our employees' hands and fingers safe. So they go back home intact, just as they come to us. Stay safe, goal zero.
This is the grip it tool.